So we all have a block. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to this Yin class. Good morning to the Zoom, and uh, hello to the ones that are going to receive the recording later. So we're going to be here together for 60 minutes. We're going to have long passive stretches. Today we're going to work with the upper part of our body. We haven't been there for some time, so we're going to work through the middle part of our spine and up. The shoulders, the shoulder line, the chest, the thoracic spine, the neck, of course, and that would be it. It's long passive stretches. Occasionally for the shoulders, we're going to bring a couple of movements, not more. It's not exercises, it's movements, and just to actively stretch the part. We're going to need a block because we are going to have an easy seated position. And as the word is saying, it needs to be easy. So when you sit in an easy seated position like this, then the position needs to be easy. You don't need to struggle to balance or feel any pain or whatever. It needs to be easy. So the block, you can put it under your sitting bones and sit on the block to make it easier for you. Or you can even go to a wall, the ones that you are home, you can go to a mirror and lean back your back. The important part here is to be an easy seated position. So you feel comfortable when you're seated on your sitting bones. So this is how we're going to start. And we're going to start, of course, with our neck. So find your easy seated position using your block, using your pillow, using the wall, whatever you think is the best for you. Set your music in a very relaxed tunes, and relax for a few moments in an easy seated position with your palms facing up, your eyes closed. Relax your jaws and spend a few moments in silence to arrive to your practice, but to align your easy seated position too. As you arrive in the pose with your eyes closed and with the intention to land in your mat, to land to your practice, you can see that the first posture that the body has, it's a little awkward. So slowly, whenever you feel is the right time for you, and after you relaxed your mind in silence, fix two things. First is your sitting bones, the part that it's rooting down to the earth. So make sure that you are not leaning forward back or your body weight is distributed to the right or to the left. You can do that by bouncing right and left. Once you find this, relax for a moment on your sitting bones, see how it feels. The two other things that we need to fix whenever we feel is the right time for us is the line between the crown of the head and the tailbone, which is your spine, so it needs to be straight. With an inhale, we lift the chest up, lift the chin up, and the third part is the shoulders. At the neck, there is always a tendency to keep our shoulders up. Relax your shoulders, feel safe in your environment. Here is a safe place. And open your chest and relax your shoulders. Expose your heart. Once you feel aligned in the pose, you start working with your breath. And this is a trick mostly to arrive and to start having control of the breath, as the breath is going to be another tool for stretching. So identify the area at your belly and identify the area at your lungs. It's two different compartments. Intentionally, with your inhales, fill up your belly from the part of your navel, but from the part of your kidneys to the sides. Intentionally, when you finish with filling up your belly, filling up your lungs, maintaining your straight spine, lifting the sternum from the front, but pushing your ribcage to the sides, and exhaling, hugging the center, lowering the ribcage, empty this air out. Just a few breaths by yourself, controlling your breath, as again, the breath is going to become a tool for the stretch. So you need to have control over your breath, and you need to have control over the space, the vacuum space inside you, where the breath is going and where you're guiding the breath to go. So it's not only the depth and the length that we are searching here, but we are searching the paths. We're going to start our stretches from our neck. So let's take 3 breaths together to engage the area that is responsible for keeping the neck straight, for rotating the head, for driving the head right and left. And this is your traps. So next time we exhale, we're going to empty all the air out of our body. We're going to take a deep inhale and fill up the belly and the lungs fully and squeeze the shoulders to the ears using your traps. With an exhale, we're going to open the mouth and we're going to force those shoulders down. 2 more. Inhale, fill up, squeeze up, all the way up with all of your strength. And open your mouth. Force the shoulders down. 1 more time. Inhale, fill up. And open the mouth. Keep your eyes closed. Again, straighten your spine, relax your shoulders, and drop your head. Drive the head to the left. So bringing as much as possible the left ear to the left shoulder. Lifting the chest up again, lifting your chin up, and allowing the head to drop out to the left. You are not pushing or pulling anything, you just leaning the head to the left. Finding a nice stretch at the right part of your neck, and you can place your right hand out to the right, slightly back, not much back, slightly back, and your fingers are cupcake. Maintain a straight spine and walk just an inch your fingers out without drawing your body to the right. We want to walk those fingers out, relax the arm, so the arm somehow it has an essence that the joint from your shoulder is dislocating, right? We cannot really dislocate the shoulder like this, but We certainly not want to walk all the way to the right. We want just to walk the arm, yes, from the joint of the shoulder, a centimeter out. That will give us an essence of a nerve stretch, mostly on our biceps, but this nerve is stretching all the way down from the wrist, and it's landing all the way up behind your ear. So with your eyes closed, we are not going to stay here long. Explore how you reach, find this nerve, and gently, slightly stretch it. It's not a muscle stretch, it is a different essence. And the movements to engage the stretch is really small. We are talking about a millimeter of working out the arm. You need to relax your arm. Once you find this strange stretch, you can engage deeper in the stretch by placing your left arm on the top of the right ear, but without pushing or pulling anything. If you feel comfortable and if the stretch is not enough, go ahead and place the arm on the head. But if your stretch is enough as it is, then relax there, concentrate to the breaths, and concentrate to the small alignments that you are doing by yourself with your arms, with your cupcake fingers, keeping that nerve stretch alive for the few breaths that we're going to stay here. Let's take 5 more breaths, relaxing the neck completely with an exhale and at the same time walking those fingers a little more out. 4 more breaths. Taking our last 2 breaths. With our last exhale, if you have the left arm on your ear, place it again on the knee and start walking this arm again in, placing the hand on the knee again. Dropping but controllably, rotate your head down, chin to your chest. Take a pit stop there. With an inhale, lift your chest up. With an exhale, relax your shoulders. And start rolling the head to the other side, bringing as much as possible closer the right ear to the right shoulder. Once you arrive there, take an inhale, lift your chest up, lift your chin up, and allow the head completely to drop out to the right. So your chin is lifted, even that with your eyes closed, you think that your ear is closer to your shoulder if the chin is down. No, the chin is up and the ear is reaching as closer as possible to the shoulder. Again, slowly left arm is going to the side, slightly back from your waistline, and slightly walking those fingers out for this extra inch without taking the chest with it. It's only the arm from the joint that the one it needs to enlarge. Maybe with your eyes closed and breathing, you need to explore exactly where your arm is, forward or back. You need to explore this relaxation of the arm. So the arm is relaxed, but the fingers are still working to walk the arm out, this small millimeter. A nice stretch, a weird stretch will appear on your left biceps. It's the nerve that is connecting the wrist with your ear. Again, just a few breaths here. We are not going to stay long, maintaining this lifted chest with this lifted chin. The only way that you find this nerve that you are searching for is your chest is lifted, so the shoulder is down and back. Only then you're going to feel the stretch of the nerve at your bicep and passing in front of your shoulder and landing behind your ear. Taking 5 more breaths, making your head heavy and exploring a little more with our fingertips for that nerve. 4 more breaths, keep that stretch of your left arm, the nerve stretch alive as you are walking your fingers out, maybe to the right, maybe back. Just keep that nerve tickling and stretch. 2 more breaths. Again, with the last exhale, roll the head forwards, bringing the chin to the chest and walking the arm in on the knee. Relax your head down with an inhale, lift the chest, straighten the spine. With an exhale, relax the shoulders and chin to your chest. We're going to actively now rotate our head. So slowly rotate your head to the left, bringing the left ear to the left shoulder as closer as possible, bringing the head back. Relax your jaw so your mouth can open when your head is absolutely back. And bring the right ear to the right shoulder. The movement needs to be slow because we need to drive the head at the end range of the rotation. If we go fast, like this for example, we are not rotating at the end range. We do rotate the head, but not at the end range. So we need to go slow and always check that the head has a course at the end range. Sometimes it feels that you are at the end, but you are not at the end. Second rotation and make sure that it's slow and that you are not pushing your head in any direction, you just driving the head at the end range. And chin to your chest, and last rotation from this side. If you're hearing any cracks at your neck or anything like this, it's perfectly fine as long as you are not pushing the head in any direction. Just drive it. And again, chin to your chest. We're going to take 3 directions, 3 rotations to the other direction. Again, be mindful, you start feeling comfortable with the rotation and you go faster. There's no need. Keep it slow and keep it at the end range, all along the circle, even with your chin to your chest. You are making sure that you are passing in front of your chest at the end range of the bend. That's the second rotation. And we're all going to meet up here with our chin on our chest. Again, straightening the spine, relaxing the shoulders, and slowly lifting our head up. We're going to lean forward. We're going to come off the easy seated position. Find the tabletop just to shake your legs a little for the blood and the circulation. Nothing special, just shake the right and shake the left. Have your block close to you. You might need it, you might not. We're going to come all the way down on our belly, on our chest. And we're going to open up the left arm to the left with the arm a little slightly back. So it's not like a crucifixion, but the arm is a little back. Lengthen that arm, open your fingers, spread your fingers, and with the help of the right arm, we're going to roll all the way on your shoulder, stepping the right foot behind the left knee and relaxing the head if we need that on our block. The right arm can go behind our lower back and the right knee can stay pointing up to the sky for a moment until we land here to the pose. But slowly, with the attention to the right knee, we want to bring the knee passing the vertical and dropping out to the right. So as the knee is dropping out to the right, more weight is coming on the front part of our shoulder. More weight is applied on our big pectoralis muscle, the chest muscle, the left side, of course. Relaxing here in this passive pose. And bring your attention to your breath for the few breaths that we're going to stay here. Your mind is obviously choosing to breathe with your belly because it feels more comfortable. Breath the breath and with relaxed mood, we want to start breathing with our lungs. Whatever we have, but we want to expand the ribcage using the lungs like a balloon. That will stretch more your left big pectoralis muscle and it will stretch more the front part of your shoulder. So from a point on, as the stretch is becoming less and less intense, the stretch can be activated again with your breaths. The breaths needs to be at your lungs, and you need to breathe in and push oxygen in the lungs. So the lungs are expanding the rib cage. So the rib cage is expanding the muscles. So make a picture of this in your head. How it works is simply mechanics, and use your breath. The breath here is the tool, but the breath is the tool to keep you present. So if you concentrated in this procedure and how you're going to make it work on your behalf, your mind is relaxing and it's not getting disturbed for thoughts with thoughts that they have nothing to do with what you are doing. That is the mental aspect of the yin class. Just a few more breaths. Taking 5 more breaths. In our last 2 breaths. Slowly the right hand is coming in front of our face, supporting us to roll on our chest. As we roll on the chest, we're extending the right arm to the right, and with the help of the left now, we are moving all our body weight up onto our right shoulder. Relaxing the head on the mat, the palm is facing down, the left foot is behind the right knee, the left hand is behind our lower back. Stretching exactly the same muscle to the other side. As you arrive, the stretch is alive, is there, is present. You can feel a nice opening now at your left pectoralis muscle and the shoulder. It feels more relief, more open. Your chest is more exposed, is more bigger as a surface. And again, once you arrive here, for the few breaths that we're going to spend here, once you don't feel anymore the stretch at your shoulder and at your chest, lower the left knee out to the left to place a little more weight on the shoulder and return to your breath work which is of course breathing with your chest and using your rib cage to stretch those muscles from inside. Just a few breaths. Taking 5 more deep breaths with our lungs, deep and lengthy, stretching from each side. 4 more. Taking our last 2 breaths. With our last exhale, again, the left arm is coming in front of the face so we can support and roll softly, gently on our chest. Very nice. We're going to remove the block and we're going to actively stretch now our calf rotators, and then we're going to passively stretch them. So what we need to do here, we're going to place our forehead on our mat. We're going to open our arms to the sides with 90 degrees on our elbows. We're going to hug our thumbs, so squeeze your thumbs with your fists. Take an inhale, stay. With an exhale, push your elbows down to the earth and lift your fists up. At the end range, start fighting to lift your fists higher up with your elbows down to the earth for 3, 2, 1. Relax your hands down, take a breath. Second time, elbows down, squeeze your fists and lift your fists up. For 3, fight for more. 2, 1. Relax down again. Take a breath. Squeeze your fists, elbows down, and lift up again, this time for 5. And keep on fighting, lifting up. 3. Lift a little higher up. 2. And 1 a little higher up. And relax again all the way down. Lifting your head up and walking the right arm behind the left arm in different directions, keeping your head in the middle. keeping your neck in between your biceps, and pay attention mostly to the left arm, which is in front of the right arm. Right, this arm is determining how much you lean to the right. We do not want to lean to the right at all. So make your body straight in the middle with your neck in the middle between your biceps. And relax there in the pose. Now stretching the back part of your shoulders, your calf rotators, the parts that you used to rotate your shoulders. Relax where you are, your head. If it's too difficult for you, if it's too much of a stretch, walk a little the left arm inwards. Just find a nice spot, a nice position that you are not struggling to balance, but at the same time, you are feeling the stretch at your calf rotators. It's obvious where the stretch is. With your eyes closed, enjoying the stretch, enjoying the opening. Again, the brain is choosing to breathe with the belly because it's the most convenient at the moment point, the more easiest way to breathe. With your eyes closed, identify that the breath is going down to your belly and it's going towards to your kidneys. Mind that we want to change this. This is a very complicated breath, so give yourself a moment to relax your head as we want to change that breathing and we want to make the breath. I need to get out of the pose because I cannot talk like this. We need to change the pattern of the breath and we want to breathe with the lungs. There is no much space now to breathe with the lungs, but it is a little space at your thoracic spine, at your back, at the middle part of your back. Imagine that your chest can go up and down, in and out from the front, as usually does, but it can create this movement on the back too, not in such a big range, in smaller range. We want to relax the rib cage and we want to send the breath to the lungs and we want to feel that the back is pumping a little, but it's pumping as we breathe. A few breaths here, exploring now only the breath. There's nothing more to stretch other than the stretch that it's going to come from the breath. Maintain your position, breathe from your nostrils, Fill up your lungs from the sides, and there at the top there is a small extra space for breath, which is exactly behind your sternum for a few breaths more. Taking 5 more breaths. Taking the last 2 breaths. With our last exhale, we're going to gently lean to the right where we have space, and we're going to disengage from the pose, bringing again the arms right and left. Hugging your toes, coming up onto your knees under your hips, and hands under your shoulders in a tabletop position. This is not a cat in the cow, so we're going to use our scapulas, we're going to rotate our scapulas. Obviously, we can go up and down with our scapulas, but this time we want to rotate them. So we're going to go down with an inhale. With an exhale, we're going to roll the scapulas back, and we're going to start coming up, pushing the mat away. Keep on rotating the scapulas back. Nothing is happening from your spine. And then again down. Yes, find a nice connection with the breath and rotate your scapulas at the end range. Close your eyes because your brain is going to get confused and it's going to start using the spine. We are not using the spine, we are using the shoulders with the scapulas, right? Especially when you bring your scapulas back and apart again. Very nice. There is a back and forth movement of your body, but there is no rolling of the spine. The only thing that it's rolling is your scapulas coming close to the ear. Squeeze your scapulas together, start rotating back, and then push your mat away and start rotating forward. Change the rotation. With your eyes closed, go forward, bring your scapulas together, squeeze the scapulas, pass them over your back, bring them close to your ears, and push your mat away 3 more times. Rotating those scapulas. Close your eyes and understand what you are asking your body to do. This is a mindful situation, right? So make sure that your body is doing exactly what you are asking. One last rotator. Slowly at the end range, squeeze the scapulas and push your mat away. Very nice. Again, slowly we're going to go down on our chest. Bringing the chin down, so we gaze forward. We are not gazing at the mat or at the ground. Extending your arms forward with cupcake fingers. Tucking your toes, lifting your bum up, and walking a little your knees forward to bend your upper back. You're going to take 5 breaths and make sure that your eyes are pointing forward, your chin is down. 4 more breaths. Three last, and walk those knees a little more forward. With your last exhale, walk your knees back. Coming all the way down on our belly, placing the hands under the shoulders and retreating back to our child pose. Relax your arms beside your body so you can relax your scapulas and your shoulders, and at the same time arch your upper back. A few breaths on the top of our lungs. Giving the area of the scapulas and the upper spine to breathe again and to return to a normal position. Very nice. Taking 5 more breaths at your child pose and relax your arms and your shoulders completely. You can see that slowly your shoulders are coming closer to your mat. 3 more. Forehead down on the mat. Last active stretch for the shoulders. Extend your arms back, make fists and point your thumbs down. Squeeze your fists, lift your arms up and keep on fighting to lift higher up for 3, 2, breathe, 1. As you are keep on fighting, turn your thumbs pointing up. Roll your arms over your head with straight arms, interlacing over your head. So straighten your arms and lift them up and relax. Hands under your shoulders so we can push and gently lift all the way up. Our toes leaning to the right or to the left so we can extend the legs forward. Finding ourselves in the middle of the mat and maybe a little more forward. shaking the legs, and going again on our back, bringing the knees to the chest, giving yourself a nice tight hug. Placing your hands beside your body with the palms facing down. Roll the knees to your forehead. Your hands here can support your lower back. That is the last passive stretch for the spine and the neck. Slowly breath the breath. Allow your knees to go as close as possible to your ears. We are not going to stay here long. On the other hand, make sure that there is weight at your upper back, at your shoulder line. You can walk your shoulders even more under your back. And every exhale you take, you are lowering those knees closer to your ears. 5 more breaths. Last breath. Pushing your palms down and rolling your spine down. Very nice. Stepping the feet down. Extending your legs forward and bring your arms over your head. Stretch right and left like you just woke up. And bring your arms again beside your body. Roll your shoulders under and open the feet at the width of the mat. Close your eyes. Open your mouth, take your tongue out. Reset the tongue in the middle. And for these few moments, relax completely. With every inhale, sending the warmth, the energy from your shoulder line down to your belly, further down to your hips, your knees, and until you reach this energy, this warmth at your feet. Relax completely your body so you allow this energy to travel down. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me this morning. You can stay at your Savasana as long as you like. When you decide to leave, just lean to the right or to the left to get again up slowly and nicely. I hope I see you again soon here in the gym or at the Zoom. Until then, keep peace in your mind, strength in your body, and love in your heart. Namaste.